16-year-old Abby Sunderland is in the news, and that is because she attempted to be the youngest solo sailor to take a trip around the world. All right?
Yeah,
she failed.
Fail.
Okay, no, she did. She was
Epic
lost.
fail.
She was lost at sea just yesterday, and everyone was panicking because they didn't know where she was. No one had any contact with her. It turns out that they found her in the southern Indian Ocean, midway between Australia and Africa. And she's fine, but she was in a terrible storm with 30 feet high waves.
Disaster. Okay. Now, other sailors are like, what the hell was she doing in that ocean in the middle of winter? Does she have any idea how bad the waters there are, okay, at that time of year? And apparently the answer was no, she didn't have an idea. So here, come to find out that there are 30-foot waves. Come to find out you're on a boat by yourself and you're 16 years old, don't know what you're doing. And that situation is not going to wind up well, right? Mm-hmm. So, of course, the boat got totally messed up, and she was in a great deal of trouble. Luckily, thank God, she's okay. She's okay. It appears to be in fine health, and they've recovered her, right? Now, if you're the parents, what the hell were you thinking?
Yeah, exactly.
No, can't have it, can't play with it, can't win with it.
I'm so surprised that her parents thought it would be totally fine. And look, her brother broke the record when he sailed around the world by himself at 17, right? And she wanted to beat that record, and her parents were fine with that. But you got to think about it. Like, yeah, it must feel really good to beat a record like that at 16, but you know what feels even better? Living.
Yeah. Besides which, her brother beat the record. He's a guy.
Oh, God.
I mean, like, as a girl, you're going to try that? That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So.
All right, no. Keep it. Just calm down, everybody. I'm just playing. But look, if I'm the parents, right, and my 16-year-old, I don't care, boy or girl, comes to me and says, "Hey, you know what? I'd like to break a record of sailing around the world. Can I do that?" I say,
"Hell no, you can't."
Okay, you crazy dog. Who gonna sail around the world? Who? You? You gonna sail around the world? Look, you'd be lucky to sail around this house if you keep up with that kind of nonsense. Okay, I'm gonna put your 16-year-old ass on a boat and say, "Oh, go, good luck with the Indian Ocean and the 30 feet waves." No. That's not how I'd roll.
You know, she's been at sea since January.
That's crazy. No. I'm sorry, but that's mental, okay? Now the parents come to find out that this was a bad decision.
Yeah.
And they say, all right, you know what? We're not going to let her do it again. Oh, really? Okay. You know, we let her run away with a gang of bikers. But come to find out that was a bad idea, okay? We're not going to let her do that again. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I generally agree. This was crazy. When I first heard this story, I was thinking, it's the first thing you think. She's 16. What about her parents, right? And I'm always on that part. But I was like, you know what? I wouldn't do it personally. But if you're gonna be famous, well-known, great, considering, if she wants to do it at 16, then maybe if she made it, would we be blaming the parents for letting her do it? She made it. She didn't make it, so now we're blaming the parents.
No, I would blame the parents, definitely.
but okay, so like...
Even if she made it. I blame them for their son. Okay, 17 years old, going to go around the world by himself. Now, that's just dangerous, man. You crazy?
That's why it's an amazing thing. That's what I'm saying. Now, I'm not saying it's great. Please, one more time. I wouldn't let my kid do it. Uh-huh. But that's how greatness happens. It's like you allow your kid maybe sometimes to do something. 16, I mean... That's too young to me, but that's how things happen. That's like years later, I'm like, remember that 16-year-old girl made it around the world by herself sailing? Isn't that amazing? She's a legend.
All right, here's
but
the
I mean,
things
you have to
that
allow people to try if they're gonna do it. I don't know.
Here are the things that I would allow my 16-year-old to do: break a world record in Nintendo, break a world record in kickball. Okay, break a record in how much homework you got done. Okay, but just by yourself on a boat all across. Inconceivable. I'm not having that kind
You know what? You know what's happening?
I'd lock his ass up.
He's transforming right in front of our eyes. Mm-hmm. Mr. Uger, soon to have a kid running around. You know what? I remember back in my day. You
know what? This is how I believe, okay? I'm from the old school.
Jake Uger. People have too much of a leash on their kids. I remember we used to be able to go outside and get our knees dirty, maybe get a couple scrapes. Parents always watch over the kids too much. Now look at this guy.
I know,
it's changing in front of us.
No, but I actually agree with Cenk because bounds of reason. Like, it's one thing to get your knees dirty or do whatever you're gonna do, but it's another thing to risk your life to travel around the world at 16.
He'll be disagreeing with you in 2 years. He'll be saying,
all right.
why would I let my kid run around out front? Are you kidding me? You know there's rapists and child molesters out here?
All right, several things. All right, first of all, he's still bitter about the Trojan thing. Let's just keep it real, okay? That's what the reality of this conversation is about. Number two, no, I'm with Anna. There's all the difference in the world between, hey, can you ride around in the neighborhood on your bike, or can you ride around the world in your sailboat? No, that's crazy, okay?
And it was a yacht, just to be
okay,
specific.
whatever. It was a dinghy. Who cares? I don't care if it was the frickin' Queen Victoria, okay? I don't care if it was the Titanic. No, you don't get to ride around the world. No. Okay, and just look, but I will put a marker down, right? And so maybe JR's right, but I want to make a distinction here, okay? Would I let my 4-year-old kid run around on his own bike, or 6-year-old or whatever, in L.A.? No, I wouldn't, okay? Because L.A. could be a crazy place. It's a city, you know, and there's a lot of people, etc. Would I let him do it in a suburb? Yes, I would. Okay? So that's my distinction.